capacity ground, which is not quite half full, and the certain overwhelming majority are with that man. Jordan supporters. There is a small pocket of traveling Uzbeki fans on the far left-hand side of the pitch. Vadim Abrabov's men. They won here 2-0 in their opening game over Qatar with goals to Akhmedov and Jeparov, both coming in the second half and setting Uzbekistan on their way. They then defeated Kuwait with goals to Shatsky and Jeparov getting his second of the tournament, and then they needed a point from their final group game, and they got it comfortably, 2-2 against China. The central defender, Odil Akhmedov, getting his second of the tournament, and the big, bald striker, Alexander Geinrich, up front, getting an absolute corker 30 seconds into the second half from fully 40 yards out. Well, for China, they replied with Yu Hai and Hao Junmin. For Jordan, well, they are one of the big surprises of the tournament so far. A 1-1 opening match draw with Japan, thanks to Hassan's goal on 45 minutes, Yoshida equalizing in stoppage time at the end of the match. They then defeated the overly disappointing Saudi Arabia by a goal to nil. Baha's cross-come shot, beating everyone. And then in the do-or-die battle with their neighbours Syria, the winner take all. And it was the winner that took all. Jordan 2-1, thanks to an own goal from the Syrian defender Diab and Oday Al-Saifi's goal on 59 minutes. Here they come, quarterfinals, Uzbekistan versus Jordan. As we see the back of Alexander Geinrich, there have been two outstanding performers for Uzbekistan so far. Their captain, the number 8, the midfield maestro, Server Jeparov, and the central defender, Adil Akhmedov. Here is Uzbekistan's national anthem. There are some of those Uzbekistan supporters. Here's the national anthem of Jordan. Their coach, Adnan Hamad, has had a few selection headaches to worry about coming into this game. Here's the national anthem. Well, there are a lot of fans that love Jordan here this evening, and they are a very vocal support as well. They've even collaged together a massive Jordanian flag on the far side of the field. There's certainly no mistaking who the home crowd will be in this one. I'm Robbie Thompson, joined as always by Herr Bernd Stanger. Bernd, you spent a part of the morning with the Uzbekistan coach, Vadim Abramov. And surprisingly, he's made a whole lot of changes to this side.
Vadim Abramov surprised his team, and he surprised all of us with 5 changes. I haven't seen very often in a great tournament to change a team on 5 positions, and very crucial positions. But he believes Uzbekistan do not lack for quality, and he is able to bring a fantastic team to the pitch today. But he changed 2 central defenders, and he changed 2 wingers over the left and over the right side. And he brought experienced Bakayev, 32 years old, new striker.
There's our referee for this evening from Singapore, Malik Abdul Bashir. And he's being assisted by his compatriots, Jeffrey Go-Peng and Haja Maidin Mohammed. 4th official from Japan, Yuichi Nishimura. Well, we talked about all those changes to the Uzbekistan side. Jordan, 4 absentees. Their captain, Hatem Akel, he was injured in their opening match. Striker Oday Al-Saifi, and that's a big blow. He was injured late on against Jordan in their do-or-die final group match. And they've been joined on the sidelines by Anas Bani Yassin, who's still injured, and Bassem Fati, another defender who is out suspended, having picked up 2 yellow cards. Mohamed Almiri comes in for Bassem Fati then at the back. And Moyed Abu Keshek is preferred to Abdallah Deeb up front to replace the first-choice striker, Oday Al-Saifi.
The starting lineups of both teams, it looks like a little bit defending football today, because Vadim Abramov brought a libero. They changed even not only 5 players, they changed the whole system. 5 defenders, a libero between both central defenders. It will be very interesting, and as you know, Adnan Hamad will never change his defending system, and he wants to play for counter-attacks.
There is Vadim Abramov, a former international and a former Uzbekistan Olympic coach as well. Adnan Hamad, of course, who took Iraq to the semi-finals of the Olympic Games in 2004. The referee checking with the match delegate. We're just about set for a start. And we're underway in the Khalifa Stadium, our second quarter-final. Uzbekistan taking on Jordan. One of these 2 sides will qualify for the semi-finals of the Asian Cup for the very first time in their history.
Can we see now a similar thriller like Japan-Qatar 1 hour ago? Such an amazing quarter-final. I don't believe in it, because both teams, I believe, will wait for their chances today.
Well, Uzbekistan, as we can see, they are playing with those 2 wing-backs looking to get forward. Hasanov on the left, Tursunov on the right, and those 3 central defenders. Clearly, Vadim Abramov worried about Jordan's counter-attacking game. He knows if they're going to come strong and fast down the middle, and he's not prepared to take any chances. As you mentioned, Adnan Hamad, he doesn't like change, does he? He's stuck with the same side as often as he could, and both changes from the side that beat Syria in their last match enforced with that injury to their striker and suspension to Bassem Fati.
They were 1-0 down against Syria. He never changed the system. He was waiting for counter-attacks, and with the support of the Syrian goalkeeper and defending mistakes, they could catch a win against that team.
Well, Adnan Hamad admitted that if you want to go a long way in an international tournament, you have to have a slice of luck, and he freely admitted they had that in that match against Syria. Little nutmeg immediately from Abu Keshek, which brings the crowd to their feet. There's Hasanov up against Suleiman, given away by the right back, who's an all-action right back and a real crowd favourite as well. That's a good ball from Gainrich for Hasanov. Now he's got the new man in the middle, Bakayev. 32 years of age, an ex-CSKA Moscow and Torpedo striker. But he couldn't get on the end of that one. The first one for Amer Shafi, man of the match already in this tournament for the keeper in their 1-0 win over Saudi Arabia. He was a keeper here in 2004 at the Asian Cup when Jordan made the quarterfinals. That's well played. Bakayev battling hard, but battling back equally well is the Jordan defense. Mohamed Almiri is making his first start of the competition after coming on for the final 10 minutes against Japan in that opening match when Jordan just failed to hang on. So Adnan Ahmed's side, they build again from the back. Hassan, the goal scorer against Japan, the star player in midfield. He too was a member of the side in 2004. First challenge from Shakachon Mulajanov. Hassan again. Looking for the foul off Geinrich, and he gets it. Geinrich with a wry smile as well down at Hassan.
Heinrich, physical, very, very strong player. His experience in the Russian Premier League. One of the outstanding players of the Uzbekistan national team, together with Jeparov.
Well, he now plays his football for Paktakor, one of the big sides, along with Bunyodkor. Certainly, traditionally, the biggest side in Uzbeki football. 2002 Uzbekistan Player of the Year, so he's been around a while, still just 26 years of age. That ball's over him, though. Looks immediately, though, as though he's playing just behind Bakayev, the number 2 up front, as here's Jeparov. Here, perhaps a chance. He slips it through to Bakayev, but he's well offside and knows it. Didn't even contest, but immediately we see the guile of Jeparov.
Jeparov is always looking for a dead ball. There are not so many players in this tournament who can play this ball. Kagawa did it so many times and so successful, and he scored goals, and even Park Hyun-sung, an outstanding midfielder.
Geinrich, that's a good ball for the flying Hassanov. Down that left-hand side. Now, can he get the cross in? He's done well. He cuts it back. I think he was looking for the corner off Suleiman, and he hasn't got it. Amir Deeb dispossessed immediately by Jurayev. The roar from the Jordanian supporters, but they've given that straight away to Jeparov, inside to Bakayev. Cleared again. Mohamed Munir with Suleiman. They can't manage to clear it, but the Jordan players want the ball played out. And very sportingly, Hassanov concurs. Well, immediately, Bert, you talked in your introduction how Uzbekistan were worried about the counter-attacking from Jordan. Jordan already sitting very deep.
They will never change their style. And even if they receive a goal against Uzbekistan, they will never change anything. They play defensively, they play for counter-attack. But
as here goes Abu Keshik.
One player is missed, Uday. He was absolutely responsible for counter-attacks. He had amazing runs.
All the danger from the Jordan number 9 missing this evening. Adnan, who had been playing Abdullah Deeb up front alongside Odayi, has decided to drop Deeb to the bench, the 23-year-old who's got 10 goals in 40 games, and he's gone with Moyad Abu Keshek. It's his first start of the tournament, the number 10 for Jordan. He's got a better goal-scoring ratio as well, 18 in 41 for the national team. Tursunov with the throw. Mulajanov. Tursunov again. He's got Japarov down the line. Now he looks for a switch with Gainrich. Japarov. Tursunov. Oh, Shady. The number 15 for Jordan. Absolutely furious with the linesman. It didn't look from here as though it went out of play. Sitting right on the line. Muladinov. With the long throw. He gets it back immediately. Tursunov back for Muladinov again. And looking for the free kick. He might just have caught Mohamed Almiri there as well. Tursunov still. The marauding red shirts swarming around player and ball.
They are full of confidence. Muladinov, after such a short time, after 8 minutes, he is already on the right wing, a central defender. It means they are full of confidence, and maybe it was right to bring fresh legs, but five new players. It's a big surprise.
It is. Ishmailov, Andreev, Karpienko, the veteran Shatsky, and Novkarov all making way for Uzbekistan from their last game, and coming in, the likes of Ulukbek Bakayev, who plays his club football in Kazakhstan. He hasn't even played a minute of the tournament so far. A veteran striker. He wasn't even announced in the initial squad of 23. He was a late substitute for Yaroslav Krushilnitsky. As we see that replay again, that's where Mohamed Almiri was injured. Look at this from Muladinov. He kicks out, looking for the free kick. And that's where he's caught Almiri. Let's hope it's not the knee of Almiri. It looked like a blow up towards the top of the shin. He's straight back to his feet, so hopefully he'll be right to continue. Kapadze over the top for Bakayev, making a nuisance of himself. It doesn't quite fall for Gainrich. Kapadze again, earning his 79th cap this evening for Uzbekistan. It's the national record. Shafi long. And the flick on towards Abu Keshek. He keeps it in play. He's up against Akhmedov. He's done brilliantly well. The first chance for Jordan, perhaps. The cutback to the edge of the area. Ooh. And Abdul Alim with a very wayward right foot volley.
They won't have so many opportunities. It was an excellent play over the right wing. A nice back pass, but lack of quality or concentration.
Just unable to get over that right foot effort. Muladinov forward for the flying wing back Tursunov. We've already seen that when they have the ball, Uzbekistan are prepared to get those fullbacks forward as they can. Kapadze for Japarov. Kapadze again.
Especially Tursunov had some exciting dribbles when he came as a substitute in his last match, and he deserved to play today.
Haydarov, who will have an important role in the center of midfield. He'll play a little bit deeper than Kapadze, the number 7. Japarov losing out there to Halim. Hassan for Abu Keshek. Hassan again. That's nice play again from Jordan. And again it's Muladinov with the foul on Hassan. I don't think it was for that one on Tursunov, as we see that shot again from Halim. And after a defensive start, Jordan just starting to come out of their shells a little bit. They've got a very promising free kick here, which is going to be taken by Amir Deeb, the vice-captain of this side now. It's towards the back post, but it's overhit, and an easy one for Ignati Nestarov. Gainrich big target man. He's done well. He's like a deep lying target man now. Here goes Akhmedov. Now he loves getting forward. Tosunov's cross blocked by Almiri. And he's got it back out to Halim as well. Abu Keshek. That's well played. Amir Deeb again. Looking for Hassan. Muladinov with Tosunov in support, but he's been robbed by Abu Keshek, who gets the better of Muladinov. Ooh, and that's a robust challenge from Muladinov. Wow. Two-footed and sliding in.
Two-footed tackle. But Jordan, they are very, very fast playing forward. They are not so interested in possession, to have a slow build-up of their attacks. They are coming with 2, 3, 4, maximum 4 players, and they try to play for counter-attacks.
Kapadze. Well, Uzbekistan have numbers forward here. He gets it wide to Hassanov. Japarov making the run ahead of him. Hassanov comes inside, but he's dispossessed again by Amir Deeb. And it's another free kick. And the free kick count was it's another lunging challenge. That time from Shakov Yureyev. Down the right-hand side now, Amir Deeb again, Abu Keshek. Shady, Almiri, Halim. Halim, challenged by Muladinov. He wants the corner. And now Singaporean referee decides that it's just a goal kick. No, he's changed his mind. Well, that was a late change of mind, but clearly he's received word from one of his assistants, and a very good decision it was too. It's been a very physical start from Uzbekistan, Bernd. They're trying to just rattle Jordan a little bit.
But even Jordan, if they win the ball, they are going forward. They never wait. They are never slow down the game. They are always going, looking for a chance to score a goal.
Amir Deeb again with the dead ball in towards the front post. Shafi punches. Tosunov helps it on its way. Back out as far as Baha, who scored from that kind of position against Saudi Arabia, whipping one of those crosses in. Have a look at this again, towards the front post. Bashir, the captain, was jumping for it. Not the most convincing of punches from Nestarov. Quarter of an hour gone, no score. Uzbekistan versus Jordan. The winner of this quarter-final qualifies for the semi-finals for the first ever time and will take on either Australia or Iraq, who play tomorrow. Japan, they take on either Korea Republic or Iran in the late match tomorrow evening. Muladinov, back for Haydarov. Now Kapadze, sitting at the back of midfield, looking for the switch towards Hassanov. Shafi launches it long, too long for Abu Keshek. Akhmedov with the header. Muladinov down for Yureyev. Well, it was that kind of ball from which they scored the winning goal against Syria from Shafi. A long ball which beat everyone. The Syrian defence ummed and ahed about it. And Oday Al-Saifi just nipped in to get the winner. Lovely touch from Hassan. Confident play. Lovely little no-look pass.
nicely touched.
And immediately showing a good understanding with Abu Keshek as well up front. They've already combined to good effect. Halim. The nice thing about this Jordan side, Bernd, is that it has the stamp of Adnan Hamid. They just keep doing the same thing again and again. They're playing some good, fast counter-attacking football. They love to get forward quickly, but they never get carried away, do they?
This team has a face. Adnan Hamid's team, it's very, very easy to analyze. They are very, very compact in their defending attitude. They never, ever open the defense. And they have 1, 2, 3 very, very fast players who are going for counter-attacks. And that's a way to play, and they do it very, very, very successful.
And it also begs the question.
There's so much enthusiasm in Amman, in Jordan, around this team, and it's a great achievement to play this quarterfinal today in such a strong, good, powerful group.
And get out of that group as well with Japan, Saudi Arabia and Syria. It also begs the question, Bernd, just when you see a side that plays consistently, they've only made changes to their starting 11 when they've had to, via injury or suspension, Jordan, throughout this tournament. And the same goes again this evening. Uzbekistan, they've had 2 wins and a draw. They've scored 6 goals. They've looked very confident and comfortable in possession. And then suddenly today, all change. Would you not think Abramov would try and impose his team instead of worrying more about what Jordan were going to do, which seems what he's done with all those changes? He's thought, Jordan play like this, so we change.
He believes in his team, and he said, I have so many good players. There is no lack of quality in my team. And that's why I try to do it. We have such a fantastic spirit, and there are no doubts. Even a player with such an experience like Maxim Hatskish is sitting on the bench today, and maybe he can help this team in the second half. It's a good coach, good man, very, very popular in his country, and he knows football in Uzbekistan.
Tursunov towards the back post. Suleiman heads it away. Geinrich was lurking. Adnan Hamid's used just 16 players of his 23-man squad. It's a far cry from Iran, who have used 22 of their players so far in this tournament. Just the 3rd choice goalkeeper has missed out on a run so far. Haydarov looking for the big switch of play, mishits it, and it's easily intercepted by Bashir, who tries to run his troops out as well. They're trying to play a high line. Akhmedov. Kapadze. Akhmedov again. 2 goals to his name, including an absolute screamer. In every sense of the word, it was a stunning goal, the first of this tournament against Qatar, as Hassanov's cross goes behind, but he added a second against, in their 3rd game, China, in the 2-2 draw, and that was a lovely piece of finishing. He can play in midfield, does for his club.
Made a fantastic switch over the goalkeeper, his 2nd goal.
It was a very cool finish indeed. As we see Suleiman, he's like a little pocket all-action hero, the right back for Jordan. Rambo headband and all. Almiri slips out of his hands as he looks for the long throw towards Halim. Kapadze with another big up and under. Bakayev. They've just had a really difficult 5 or 10 minutes now with neither side.
Not so many chances so far.
Well, we're just about midway through this first half. Still no score in the second quarter-final of the day between Uzbekistan and Jordan. Neither keeper's really been forced into a save of note. Kapadze gets there ahead of Hassan. Gainrich a little bit slow back to his feet. Now Hassanov. There's plenty of pace on that one. It's back out to Gainrich. Now he can hit them from distance. Bakayev can't get to the follow-up. The flag was up for offside anyway.
But even a great save from Amar Shafi.
That ball, I suspect, was moving around a lot in the air as well. It was curling towards that top corner. And it's a good stop. Well, he scored an absolutely wonderful goal against China. From about that kind of distance out, but hugging the touchline. With these modern balls, Bernd, you just swing your peg at it.
Goalkeepers, they hate those balls. They don't like it, even world-class goalkeepers.
No run-up, no backlift or anything from Gainrich. He's a big, strong boy. But he couldn't catch out Shafi. Kapadze towards Japarov. The 2008 Asian Player of the Year, just drawing the foul. Baha Abdul Rahman. Just bumping him illegally. Japarov, who won the league title twice in 2010. Once with Bunyodkor and then moved to FC Seoul and repeated the trick. And he's really graced this tournament so far with a whole lot of class as well, the number 8. 2 goals, a couple of assists. He's a permanent thorn in opponent's side, and he's going to have a corner here. In the 25th minute, he goes short. Muladinov gives it straight back. Japarov again. He's worked a better angle for it this time towards the back post. Again, Shafi is there to punch it clear. Akhmedov for Hassanov. Now Urayev. Haydarov. Urayev again. Good pressure coming from Hassan. He works hard, the number 18 for Jordan. Tursunov. Looking for options, he finds one in Japarov. Kapadze, Gainrich. Back for Kapadze again, but Amir Deeb with a good challenge. Now Abu Keshek. Well, it's a real game of chess at the moment, isn't it, Bernd? A real tactical battle. Neither side wanting to risk everything at this stage. It's knockout competition now. That looked like a hand from Muladinov.
Both defense sides are very, very compact. They never open their defense. It's very, very difficult to break this wall. And it will be today a game of patience.
Well, I wonder who will run out of patience first. Amir is leaving this one now for Halim. This time it will be an outswinger rather than the in-swinger. Oh, he goes direct for goal, and it's a good effort from Halim, and almost from the keeper's parry. It's cleared off the line by Muladinov, I think. It wasn't Haydarov.
Very tricky idea.
Nestorov, the keeper, is down injured. He might have copped a boot in the face from his own teammate there, I think, as that one was cleared. Well, it was a cheeky free kick, wasn't it? A long way out. Well, what seems to be the problem? Here it is again. think it's the ribs against the goalpost. Watch this.
Yeah.
And it is Urayev.
It was very painful.
Oh, that's a solid goalpost, because Nestorov is a big boy. Well, he talked about Halim's technique with that right foot volley, which he put wide. Burnt the left foot, looks a little bit more secure. Just look how the goalpost gives as well.
Nobody expected such a free kick. Strong left footer.
Chaparov. There are his stats so far. That little heat map is running from right to left. So he's getting forward a lot and seeing a lot of the ball in attacking parts of the field as well. Nestorov is right to continue. So Abdul Malik, the referee from Singapore, will get us back underway with the drop ball. Bashir. And Bashir was wondering what Geinrich was going for the ball for. Geinrich saying, I was going to give it back to you. Well, let's hope there's not too much after you. And someone will try and take this one by the scruff of the neck. Amir forward towards Hassan. Ooh, and the free kick coming rather late on.
Yeah, he was waiting for an advantage. Very, very quick. They played very, very quick.
Suleiman looking to deliver the cross. It's in towards Amir D. Back out the volley. Hassan flashes it just wide of the near post. The Jordan bench was up out of their seats. That was lovely technique.
They are so fast to find the final shot or final pass. They don't wait. There is no combination. There is no possession. They play very, very quick with 2-3 players forward. And chances now. Advantage Jordan.
Well, that's right. We've waited 25-odd minutes for the first. That free kick from Halim. Now they're coming thick and fast for Jordan. Hassan for Abu Keshek. Looking for the 1-2, Muladyanov. Oh, that's a poor clearance from Nestorov, who looks shaken. They get away with it, and it's Kapadze who settles things down. Bakayev can't get there. Tursinov loses out to Bashir. Halim, Hassan. They're playing some nice football, Jordan, here. Akhmedov will get there. He doesn't wait for his keeper. And more evidence of some nervy defending at the back for Uzbekistan. Japarov for Haydarov. Hasanov taking off up the left wing. He looks back inside towards Geinrich. With his experience, just tries to settle things down a little bit. Over the top for Tursunov. It's going to be another corner. We see that chance for Hassan again. Well, he scored their first goal of the tournament against Japan at the end of that first half. It took a big deflection on its way through. That one was a pure, crisp strike. Now I've got a bit of shenanigans going in on the goal line. Bakayev and Bashir wrestling. Shady is doing the marking job on Bakayev now. Japarov in towards the front post. I might just about have hit the post, I think. Suleiman.
Should be another corner.
Let's have a look here. think it did just about hit the post. That's a lovely turn from Heinrich. Well, no free kick. Heinrich with a good old-fashioned glare at the linesman. Adnan Hamad burnt, you know him very well, your assistant at your time in Iraq before he took over, and you almost became his unofficial assistant for a spell there.
Not only assistant, even a good friend, and we have similar ideas of football. In case of defending, okay, I'm liking more attractive attacking football, but Adnan's way with Jordan is this kind of football, and it's very, very successful till now. And if you work with such a national team like Jordan, underdogs, it's always good to give a team a face, to show everybody that's the way we play. Players like it, they accept that, and they follow Adnan Hamad.
It also helps when you get the results on the board, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because
you do see players, they don't like the way a coach plays when they don't get the results, if they're not playing the kind of football they might enjoy. But when the results are there, it can really galvanise a squad. And that's exactly what we've seen from this Jordan side so far. Hasanov decides to leave it. Well, I think Adnan Hamad will be the happier of the two. And really, in the last 10 minutes or so, we haven't even seen that possession football of Uzbekistan. They've got possession at the back with Akhmedov, but it's not very dangerous as that one's over the top. Nicely flighted for Tosunov.
It's too late. Too late. Another touch, and gives the defender the opportunity to tackle.
Almiri getting another little couple of studs down the legs as well for his trouble. Japarov, that's a good ball for Haydarov. Back to Japarov. And we're going to have another corner, I think.
It's a corner festival till now.
Japarov. Well, he's been mixing them up. He's been going short. He's been going out to the edge of the box, front post as well this time. It's out for the volley from Haydarov. And perhaps the less said about that, the better.
You play 5 new players and you change your system. It takes a while to adapt and to find a way to open the game.
But then it begs the question, why change the system that's been working so well?
But we saw some really horrible defending errors of the Uzbekian side. Even the results have been good so far, but they had trouble in their central defense, and that's why he changed the system.
That's true in that final game against China, the second half in particular. Shafi again looking for that long ball up the middle towards Abu Keshek. Only this evening there's no Odayi Al-Saifi to run off him. Hasanov. Square ball, picks out Japarov. Nice little turn. He's being so closely watched though, Japarov, isn't he? They've found Kapadze in a bit of space. He invites Muladinov forward. Tosunov, he'll get the run of the ball this time. Tosunov into the area. No corner this time. As Bashir, I think, has just found a tooth on the pitch. He has, he's lost 2 teeth, it looks like.
True.
Well, he picked one up immediately. Well, I'm not a dentist, but I think the first rule is to try and push them back in, isn't it? I'm not sure he'll be able to play on. There it is.
He maybe lost 2 teeth.
A knee from Tosunov. You can actually see him pick them up as well. Well, that is very painful. Well, they've already lost their first captain of this tournament, Hatem Akel. After 80 minutes of their opening game against Japan, I'm sure Bashir will be able to continue. And he's going to have to play for a while, biting on some absorbent paper. Well, that won't be much fun. That time Shafi's clearance is not so good. Now, I wonder what the blood bin rule is when it's inside your mouth. He's going to be spitting out a lot of blood, that's for sure. Haydarov, one for Bakayev to chase. He just got Shady out of the way as Bashir rejoins. Bashir Bani, 33 years of age. He was a member of this squad that made the quarterfinals back in 2004 and then failed to qualify in 2007. There are actually 6 players from that 2004 squad in the Jordan side. And there are another 6 players from the Jordan under-20 side that made the World Cup in 2007, and that's been one of the real advances the Jordan Football Federation has made, hasn't it? Working on their youth academies, their youth football, and they're seeing the rewards of it now at senior level.
And Adnan is a man, he has a favor for young players. But
Baha. Oh, dispossessed again by Kapatzi. Now Hassanov. Suleiman sliding in with a good challenge.
There is not so much space to play. There is no room for combinational football. It's till now not a quality match. It's more a fight. It's more a battle. And it's very, very difficult to find a hole to play a deadly pass or killer pass or something else.
Well, it's an intriguing battle so far. Well, that's given away cheaply by Muladinov. Halim. By Hassan, and the Adibs arriving on the right-hand side. Well spotted by the number 18, Amir. The ball in, blocked by Urayev. And again, we see that lightning-quick counter-attack. Lovely play, they were just streaming forward. Here's Hassan. No foul. Kapatzi. Geinrich. Can't find Hassanov. That's a good ball from Akhmedov. Just 23 years of age, Odil Akhmedov, the number 9. But he's already got tongues wagging at this Asian Cup. Japarov. Good ball for Tursunov. Cross to the back post. Hassanov will get there. Cut back towards the edge of the area. Shady, poor clearance, only as far as Japarov. Geinrich, Haydarov. Halim back doing the defending. Kosunov, Japarov gets the ball in. Baha clears it towards the halfway line. Akhmedov. Japarov again. Haydarov. Oh, Geinrich went down. Bashir not happy with the call.
Still suffering with his teeth.
We're going to see that long-range bomb again from Geinrich. He's already shown in this game that he can hit them from distance. He scored from a long way out against China. And we saw how he can hit them without any run-up at all. Now he's coming off the long run. Just two in the wall, Geinrich. Well, it looked good off the boot. It just took off about halfway towards goal.
Very powerful strike, but a little bit too far. Heinrich plays very, very deep today. It's a front striker. Usually he plays up front, very, very alone. And today he's very often in the midfield next to Jeparov.
Well, he's playing in that role that Maxim Shatsky occupied in the first 3 matches on that right side of midfield, for the moment anyway. I get the feeling we might have abandoned our original plan of 5-3-2 because Hasanov is playing more and more as an out-and-out left winger, and Tursunov, well, here he comes again up this right-hand side. Well played by Baha. Abu Keshek down for Hassan. Abu Keshek trying to run that one down, getting the pressure on Nestarov. Good header from Shady. Halim. Aldmiri. Mulajanov long towards Bakayev. Jeparov gets there first. Hasanov. Oh, loses out to Amel Dib. Amer again. Square ball, Akhmedov is there. Jeparov does well. Oh, Haydarov just turned right into trouble. Kapadze for Bakayev. Kapadze again. Now Geinrich takes off ahead. He lays it wide to Tursunov. That's a good ball towards Geinrich. Bakayev still it's alive. Kapadze arriving now. Jeparov on the left foot. And now Hadayov.
What an opportunity. Just before end of first half for Kazakhstan.
Uzbekistan.
Sorry, yeah. We have a friendly match on 9th of February. What a save.
Brilliant stuff from Shafi. Bakayev kept his cool, but they just got forced further and further back. Good defending from Jordan, and it was a desperate dive at the feet from the captain Bashir to deny Jeparov. Well, that is the most dangerous that we've seen from Uzbekistan. And it came right on the stroke of half-time.
But we couldn't see so much experience of playing across Europe, including the Russian Premier League and the Ukraine. It's, I believe, an advantage compared to Jordan. They have not so many players playing around, but we couldn't see it. Apart this chance now, 1 minute ago.
They have 5 players playing overseas, Jordan. Mind you, 3 of them are out injured. Anas Bani Yassin plays in Saudi Arabia, as does Hatem Akel. Oday Al Saifi is in Cyprus. As there's the ball through to Bakayev, looking for a penalty. Nothing given from the referee. We've got about 20 seconds left in this 2 minutes of added time. Let's have a look. Bakayev. Oh, he got there first, then had his leg taken out from under him. As we see the replay of that chance again. It looked like there was just about something in that on Bakayev. Great stop from Shafi. Now the corner, it's Geinrich with the in-swinger towards the back post. It's overhead. Well, the 2 minutes of stoppage time are up, and the referee, with the whistle in the mouth, brings a scoreless but intriguing and tactical first half to an end. Both sides had their chances. Jordan enjoying probably the better of the opening 45 minutes. But at the break, it's 0-0. Well, both sides spent that opening 20, 25 minutes just feeling each other out, didn't they, Bernd? And then it was Jordan that took the initiative. That free kick from Halim. We'll have a look at the highlights in a moment.
It's not the thriller we have seen Japan versus Qatar. It's a tactical game. Both sides are waiting, playing for counter-attack. There is not so much possession, many mistakes, and even Uzbekistan couldn't manage anything over the left side. Kasanov lost a lot of dribblings, a lot of mistakes there. Tursunov over the right side was always too late. That's why it wasn't such an amazing match.
But there were chances, and both keepers have had to make some important saves as we look at the highlights of the first half. Were you impressed by how Jordan played this? It's not attacking football, but they are dangerous when they come forward, and all of this without Odayi Al-Saifi, of course, their star striker.
If they have the ball, they try to play very fast forwards with 3-4 balls, but they know only one direction. Forward, attacking, counter-attacks. Even the goalkeeper is involved in that. With long balls, and immediately he tries to find his strikers.
I've been impressed with Abu Keshek as well. He drifted a little bit out of the game towards the end of that first half, but he started very well, the number 10. Well, for Uzbekistan, once again, it's the number 8, Japarov, pulling the strings. There's that free kick from Halim.
Big surprise, great idea.
And it was just about perfectly struck, wasn't it? Nestarov making the save, but he couldn't turn it around the post, and if Hassan had been a little bit quicker, he might have just nipped in there ahead of Yureyev.
Biggest chance in the first half. Fantastic free kick.
And this lovely shot again from Hassan. Well set up by Deeb. Great technique on the volley, just couldn't squeeze it inside that near post. Had a lot of corners for Uzbekistan, a lot of free kicks. And they haven't really produced anything from those set pieces.
That's what I expect in the second half. And another set pieces, free kicks can decide this match. It doesn't look that one team is able to create a fantastic pass or dead pass. He tried to do it, Japarov once, but he couldn't succeed. I think chances are leveled. Both teams similar, but not an open, a clear chance.
And that last one was a great shot from Geinrich, just slipping it past. And a good save from Shafi as well. Let's have a look at the statistics then of that opening period. 4 shots on target for Uzbekistan, 3 for Jordan. They do have more of the ball, which is how we anticipated it would go. No yellow cards, no goals, of course. Everything very even. Just that corner count, which generally does indicate possession, doesn't it, as well? And the corner count very much in favour of Uzbekistan over Jordan. Well, at half-time here, it's 0-0 between Uzbekistan and Jordan. Second half coming right up.
And you see, you lose mindfulness unconsciously in your daily activity. When you wake up, Khalifa absorbs into your body and replenish your human body fluids quickly. Water is not enough. Khalifa. There is wisdom in all connection. Today, I create a perfect way of intelligence.
Welcome back to the Khalifa Stadium. It's 0-0 at half-time in our second quarter-final. Uzbekistan versus Jordan. Both sides having their chances in the opening 45 minutes. And both keepers making some important saves as well. Nestarov denying Halim's free kick on 26 minutes, and then on the stroke of 45, Hamir Shafi denying Gainrich with an excellent reflex stop on his goal line. Well, so far in that opening 45 minutes, Vadim Abramov's decision to change 5 players in his Uzbekistan side from the one that drew 2-2 with China in the last game hasn't quite paid off as of yet. Here comes the Uzbeki side, and they are followed by Jordan in their traditional red strip, who really showed their hand in that opening match against Japan, where they were leading until the 92nd minute, and Yoshida, who equalized with that flying header at the back post. Well, Uzbekistan have scored 2 goals in every game they've played so far in this tournament, but it's hard to see where it's going to come from in this one, as we see the toothless captain of Jordan, Bashir, lost his teeth in a collision with Tursunov in that first half.
They had a lot of possession, Uzbekistan, in the first half, but you know, they didn't create a really clear chance. It was all not so well organized. It's another team, 5 new players, another system, and even we have to respect the Jordan side. They are so compact, 4 defenders, 4 midfielders. They are very, very compact, and it's very difficult to find a way for a final pass or for a shoot. Always there are defenders around, and they play very, very fast forward. It will be interesting. It wasn't boring, the first half. We had a lot of chance. We had corner kicks and excitement, battles, both sides.
And let's hope there's more of it. "45 minutes left for one of these two sides to make history and qualify for the semi-finals for the first ever time. 45 minutes, if they're to do it in regulation time. We can have extra time, we can have penalties this evening in the Khalifa Stadium. And for Uzbekistan, I'll be hoping we see more of that man, Selver Japarov. Amir being forced out of it by Hadarov. There's the foul on Japarov, and he will look to take charge of this one himself. The left foot, he's a diminutive midfielder. And he's won the title for 10 years in a row now, where he's been playing domestically. As there's the goal, the flag stays down. And it's Bakayev. One of the surprise selections from Vadim Abramov, who's given Uzbekistan the lead.
Fantastic free kick from Japarov. Fantastic in-swinger and nice flick from Jurayev. 23 years old, this guy.
Ulubek Bakayev.
Another central defender scored for Uzbekistan.
It's the number 2, the new man, who was brought inside, Bakayev.
Experienced Bakayev. Used to play for ZSKA Moscow, had a lot of experience there.
Just getting the littlest of flick-ons to get the better of Shafi. So Uzbekistan, perhaps this time, at the third time of asking, will make the semi-finals. They've only been around since 1994 as an independent FIFA affiliate. They won the Asian Games in 1996, but that so far, and that still remains an under-23 tournament, has been the highlight of their international career.
Since arriving on the scene in 1994, Uzbekistan have gone close to establishing themselves as one of the true power of Asian football. They are not, you cannot compare them now with Japan, maybe South Korea, but they are on the way to play a more important role in Asia. It's a football nation. Even during the Soviet Union period, the leading club, Pakhtakor, has been a powerhouse in Russian Premier League. A famous club. Was very, very difficult for the great clubs. Dynamo Heinrich is on the way forward.
Heinrich gets it wide to Hasanov. Hasanov's early ball towards Bakayev! And the experienced 32-year-old striker has struck twice in 3 second-half minutes. And Uzbekistan are marching towards that semi-final. He wasn't even in the original 23-man squad. He hasn't played a minute of this tournament until this evening. We were questioning Vadim Abramov's selection, whether he'd made too many changes. Well, he's got that one absolutely spot on.
Fantastic pass and all his experience.
Fabulous finish at the front post. Shafi beaten at his front post. He's beaten by a flick on now, and then at his near post. I'm sure he won't be wanting to see the replays too many times, but that was a crisp finish.
Very difficult for Jordan to fight back, because now they have to take initiative of this match. They have to change everything, system, and they have to go forward. It will give...
There's a mistake at the back, and it's Hassan who drags his shot wide. Well, we talked about when they fell behind against Syria, how they didn't panic, and that was a virtue. They stayed with their original game plan. They got a couple of lucky breaks. They won that one. They're here. But now you feel 2 goals down. They really have to come out of their shell now. Adnan Hamad is going to have to do something.
How can you score 3 goals now if you play Uzbekistan, a team which will play possession definitely now? They will keep the ball, or they are going for another counter-attack.
And it's Hasanov again, the man that delivered that great ball for the second goal. Denied that time by Bashir. Yureyev, flicked on by Kapatsev for Japarov. And Muladinov getting forward. Japarov again. Hasanov wants it on this near side. Japarov spots him. Heinrich, and now it's Uzbekistan right in control of this one. A header from Almiri. Japarov for Kapatsev. There's more space here. Bakayev's in the middle again. Tosunov. Muladinov with the ball in. Headed clear by Bashir. Akhmedov all the way back to Nestarov. Well, 4 years ago at the Asian Cup, Ulukbek Bakayev was suspended for the quarter-final showdown against Saudi Arabia. They lost by 1-0. And he wasn't going to miss out on the chance to make amends for that 4 years later here in Doha. A brace of goals inside 3 minutes at the start of this second half. They've been hiding him away. He hasn't played at all so far. A secret weapon. Hasanov. Japarov. Hasanov again. Now he's captain. You just see how much more confident they are now. They don't need to get the ball forward quickly. They can knock it around and they're comfortable in possession.
They try to play one-touch football to keep possession. The ball moves around. Good football players. Even Japarov, we didn't see so much from him in the first half, but then he has an opportunity, a free kick, and such a fantastic free kick. And a nice flick from Bakayev.
Gainrich dispossessed by Bashir. Bahar was looking for the run of Amer Deeb. Hasanov with just a big up and under. Tyosinov gets away with it, no handball. It's Bahar again. Almiri. That's a good ball. Hassan's in there, the back post. Amer Deeb. Well, for just a split second, he had a little sighting on goal there, but he couldn't bring it under control.
What said Adnan Hamed? We need a little bit luck today to beat Uzbekistan. Wasn't so far so much luck.
Halim's ball. Nestorov. Can't get the punch. It's going to be another corner. Well, that was a crowded box, and it's Kapatzi at the last touch. Well spotted by the referee from Singapore, Mr. Abdul Malik. Ball back in again. It's pressure on Nestorov. And again, it was not a convincing clearance by the keeper. Just being fouled, I think, by Bashir, the referee has decided. Pulling on the arm.
Arm on his shoulder. Jordan need a goal now, not too late to change something. But it's so difficult. They play so confident now and so quiet. They take possession. They play from man to man. The ball moves around with one-touch football. It looks very, very nice.
Urayev. Kapatzi. Ferahmedov. Muladinov with a little touch, looking for Tyosinov. Bashir. For Almiri. Well, they're playing it at the wrong end of the pitch here, Jordan. Well, they look for the spectacular, as is Almiri's want. Helped on by Gainrich towards Bakayev again. Suleiman. Just chesting it down for his keeper. That's a great pass from Shafi, right into the feet of Abu Keshek, who started this match so brightly, but just disappeared a little bit. Gainrich for Bakayev, the hero for Uzbekistan. Good challenge.
The national team of Uzbekistan is so popular in their country. Big Takhtakot Tashkent Stadium is a new one now. Is permanently sold out if they play matches there. Doesn't matter, friendly matches or qualification matches. People love football in Uzbekistan.
It's a defender, Stanislas Andreev, the number 14, who's played in every match so far. The 22-year-old who comes into the game. And that will be a more defensive option on that left wing full-back position. Andreev very much the full-back side of that wing-back as opposed to Hasanov, who did his job setting up that second goal for Bakayev. The corner in, the header, saved on the line, and Jordan are right back in it. Bashir, the captain, has made it 2-1.
That goal came in the right moment now.
Well, you said the Uzbekistan national side was popular. How about the scenes here? The first was a good stop from Nestarov, but he should have got it wide. And Bashir just thumps it home. And it's an evening for the veterans, Bert. After Bakayev got his double, it's the 33-year-old Bashir Bani, the captain of Jordan, with what could yet prove to be a crucial goal in this quarter-final. Abu Keshik won't get there. The crowd have been whipped up into a frenzy now. Japarov, just when it looked like Uzbekistan were taking a stranglehold on this one. Andreev's cross towards the back post. It's gone behind. And once again, Bert, Adnan Hamed has not panicked. He hasn't changed anything. It's the same players out there. It's a little slice of luck again, a set piece, a corner. Some slack marking for that initial header. No one reacting for Uzbekistan, and they're right back in it.
But they were going for this goal. If you see it again, there was so much commitment. Three players are jumping in the ball. They tried to bring a header or something else, and there was a great reaction of the goalkeeper. And now everything has changed.
Adnan Hamed, the man on your screen.
Asian Coach of the Year 2004, after bringing the Iraqi Olympic team to amazing 4th place in the Olympics in Athens by beating Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal. Even Australia had no chance.
And they have to be careful of exposing themselves to the counter-attack. Gainrich with a good ball back. Japarov, they settle things right down again. Tosunov for Gainrich, the flick for Japarov. The race is on and he gets there ahead of Almiri. He's got Kapadze inside. Japarov looks to settle things down again. Akhmedov decides to come forward. That's a good ball for Andreev. Now Bakayev is in the middle again. And the cross is poor from the substitute left wing back. Nestarov cannot continue. I wonder if that's going back to the injury he picked up in the first half, when he clattered into the goal post. Well, that could be a big blow. That's not when things are going smoothly. You don't want to have to replace your goalkeeper. So Ignati Nestarov, his 55th international cap, ends in a substitution just after the hour mark, and he's replaced by Timur Yureyev, 26 years of age, from Pakhtakor. And he inherited the top job at Pakhtakor when Nestarov left for Bunyodkor. Now he's inherited the place between the posts again as Nestarov makes way.
There is only one substitute left now for Uzbekistan in case we have another injury. and extra time.
And Adnan Hamad is about to make a change as well. Almiri inside for Halim. It almost got through. Now Halim, the chance! The shot saved by the new man, Urayev. And no one was there in a red shirt to poke it home. Flags up for offside against Hassan.
They are in trouble now, the Uzbekistanis.
Hassan wants to get things moving quickly. Shady Al-Hashash takes the seat. He's replaced by Abdul, the striker who started the first 3 matches of this tournament and might yet, with his pride a little bit wounded and being dropped for this one, have a point to prove to his coach Adnan Hamad. It's a defensive midfielder making way for a striker for Jordan. And perhaps now they are really going to go for it. Hassan, who's got Emre Adib outside him. They're queuing up in the middle. Hassan again. He goes past Akhmedov, the ball to the back post. Halim. It's not over yet for Jordan. Halim still. And he shoots behind.
So much pressure, so much enthusiasm.
Well, we saw the 10 men of Japan come from behind to defeat host nation Qatar earlier this evening. Are we going to see Jordan come from 2 goals down with just 40 minutes left? There's still a long way to go before then. Bakayev, Haydarov, Muludjanov now. He's got Tursunov ahead of him. Tursunov's trying to come inside to open the corridor for the big centre-back, whose touch just abandons in there, and he gets a good old tongue lashing from his captain as well. Abdul Deeb. He's got Abu Shek ahead of him. Nice play from Deeb. Halim. Baha for Almiri. Switch of play towards Emre Adib. And a foul against Andreev.
Not any more counter-attacks. They take more and more possession. They have the initiative now. The Jordan guys are very, very active. And it wouldn't be a big surprise if they score another goal. To make another thriller today after Japan, Qatar. Exciting match till now.
And after a cagey opening 45 minutes, the gloves are off, well and truly. Halim with the free kick. Oof, just about floating it over. Urayev. Andreev. Back to the other Urayev. In the center of defense as Japarov measures the pass inch perfectly for Kapadze. Andreev again. Japarov. The run from Tursunov was spotted, but the pass is underhit. Oh, that's a good challenge from Gainrich. Bakayev to the front post again. Well defended by Mohamed Monir, but Gainrich has another chance. He's only got one to aim for in the middle, and there's no one joining the attack either. Tursunov back out for Japarov. Haydarov. Urayev. That's a nice ball in behind for Andreev. Suleiman is there, and now Jordan will look to spring forward again. Lovely play from Emre Adib. And now the return ball for Emre Adib. He helps it on to Abdul Keshek. Hassan's at the back post. Abdul Keshek well closed down that time. Good defending from Uzbekistan. They were stretched, and they got back in cover. Fabulous nutmeg on Japarov. There was that chance at the other end. Heinrich working so hard. Again, the low ball to the front post for that run of Bakayev. Heinrich is down with what looks to be a bit of a knee injury. We're midway through this second half. Uzbekistan 2, Jordan 1. Oh, and Heinrich is going to need substituting as well. The Uzbekistan physio signaling to the bench. So this is the third and final change for Uzbekistan. As we see the running so far in this match. Ahmad Abdul, the number 21, leading the way from his teammate.
No more options now for Vadim Abramov. Last change.
Does he bring on a defender and just try and shore things up? It looks like it's Ismailov, the man that was dropped after starting the first 3 matches of this tournament. Now, where is he going to come in? Because Heinrich is a striker. Japarov can step a little bit further forward. As here goes Bakayev. He won't have the legs to go with Hassan. Oh, but he's done well. A little shimmy. Monir with the challenge. So Ismailov comes in. Well, if we count Andreev, the left back, and Tursunov, the right back, we've got 6 defenders on the pitch now for Uzbekistan. Haydarov is a very, very defensive midfielder as well. Jordan will have to produce something special. They've got just under 20 minutes to try and find an equaliser to force this one into extra time. Let's hope for Alexander Heinrich. And it's nothing too serious that should Uzbekistan make the semi-final. He won't be forced to withdraw with injury. Haydarov for Akhmedov. Kapadze. Good challenge again from Amir. Hassan, the back heel. Amir still starting to come into his own. The number 7. That's a good ball for Halim. Halim taking on Mulajanov. Oh, and he's done well. Made space for the cross.
Another massive change in his system. Only one striker. Experienced Bakayev alone in front, supported only by Japarov. Many players behind the ball.
Akhmedov going on one of his charges forward. He's found Japarov. The ball for Andreev. There's space here. Bakayev's at the back post. It finds Bakayev. Oh, and he just tried to turn inside. It's still alive. Akhmedov is in the middle. The central defender, but they can't find him. Bakayev has, in the end, won the corner. Good defense from Aldmiri. Well, Bernd, you get the feeling it's going to be a long 17 or so minutes for Uzbekistan. If they're going to sit back, and if Jordan are going to throw everything at them as well. How many times we've seen sides try and defend and end up getting caught out. Haydarov. Back for Japarov again. He loves changing the angle from those corners. Gets it towards Bakayev. He won the header but couldn't get any direction on it. Abukeshek. Yureyev. Forward again to Abukeshek. No free kick, says the referee. Akhmedov again. Andreev. This time, there's no Bakayev in the middle.
It's a foul, of course.
And Andreev has gone down, holding his leg.
No reason for this cut.
It's a yellow card for Suleiman Al Salman, but it's all right. It's not his first. It is his first, rather, of the tournament. And after the quarter-final matches, any yellow cards that you're carrying through, there will be an amnesty of sorts, and it will be wiped clean. So you can be suspended for the semi-final for yellow cards, but after that, any yellow card you're carrying over will be wiped. Suleiman still asking the question. Andreev makes his way off. Well, he better be able to continue because they've got no more substitutes to make. 16 minutes left, plus stoppage time. Who knows, perhaps extra time.
A free kick, only 2 players in the box now. Massive defending attitude of the Uzbekistani national team.
And he can put them where he wants them, Japarov. He's only got Bakayev on the penalty spot to aim for, really. And it is to him at the front post, and it's a good ball. And a good run from Bakayev. Andreev can come back into the game, and he'll take the throw immediately. Andreev. With the ball, Bashir, the header away. Lovely turn from Amir Deeb. He's really coming into his own, Amir Deeb. Abukeshek now, with options. Hassan does well, the number 18, and that's a fabulous pass out the back for Halim. And there are numbers arriving. The cross to the back post. Yureyev came for it. And it's Haydarov who gets there first, but it's lazy. Abdul wants the throw, but he hasn't got it. We've got another player down injured now.
I haven't seen a team in this tournament which is so fast in counter-attacking. It takes only 3-4 passes and they are in front of the goal.
It's Andreev who's down. Another substitution then. Abukeshek makes way. He's replaced by Anas Hija.
Another striker.
Another striker who's come on late in the last 2 matches. And another member of that under-20 side that made the World Cup in 2007. Plays his football for the champions, Al Faisali. Ball over the top for the new man, Hija, to chase. Well, Abukeshek, he's worked hard. He had a bright start to the match, but just faded out. Adnan Hamad deciding they need fresh legs and more of them up front. He's got Abdullah Deeb running the line now, with Hassan alongside him, and then a line of 3 behind them. Hija with the flick on for Amir. And they've got Halim on the left as well, so it's 5 attacking players for Jordan. Now, though, they've only got 4 back. They need another goal. Yureyev. Offside against Shakob Yureyev. Another one of the Bunyod Corps players in this side. Bunyod Corps, 3 times defending champions in Uzbekistan, the side that has been coached by the likes of Luis Felipe Scolari, Zico. They bring out Barcelona once a year just to train with the first team squad. All expenses paid. As Hassan is fouled. Just outside the corner of the box. And Halim had that great free kick in the first half. They've got a new keeper on the field for Uzbekistan. He's looked a little bit unsure of himself in the air once or twice already. Perhaps there's a chance here for that ball straight at goal and maybe a touch on the way through. Halim it is, he does just that. Headed away by Andreev, and now Japarov. Oh, he's given it away. No, he hasn't. Andreev with the lunge. Amer. Only as far as Shakov Yureyev. Ishmailov. Kapadze. Little touch for Haydarov. Kapadze again. That's well played. Opening up for Bakayev. He's going to have to hold on to the ball. Oh, Haydarov is making a charge through the middle. And it's very coolly done by Suleiman.
Kapadze takes more and more control. Central midfield, very experienced guy, 29 years. He won 10 titles in his career, 10 titles. He's not the fastest, but he's so important for that team.
Hassan looked offside, and the flag goes up late. Referee allows play to continue. Japarov again. He will have a crucial role in this last, if it is to be just 10 minutes. Tursunov. Bakayev in the middle. Japarov's there as well. Haydarov. Tursunov, they're in no hurry. They have the goal they need. One for Tursunov to chase. Japarov.
Takes control, Japarov. There are not so many playmakers in this tournament. Fantastic switch.
Tursunov now towards Bakayev. And just doesn't make the way through. And Bakayev just went down a couple of moments ago with a hint of cramp as well. He hasn't played in the tournament so far before this evening. It's a long 90 minutes. It could be a long 120 minutes as well. And if he's got a spot of cramp in that left calf, he could be struggling. Japarov again with his corner routine. Under pressure, Akhmedov. Lovely ball from Akhmedov for Andreev. And in the end, they managed to get it clear.
Back to Japarov. There are not so many playmakers, so clear number 10s in this tournament. He is one of the best. He plays on the level of Yinpum Park. He plays on the level of Kagawa. 28 years old. Exciting player, FC Seoul.
You mentioned Kapadze's won the league title 10 years in a row. There's another good ball for Tursunov. Bakayev's charging through the middle, the chance. And they're starting to waste a couple of these, Bernd. That was a really gilt-edged opportunity to take this one back beyond Jordan. And Tursunov's ball.
But that's normal now. They are open in their defense. They put all players up front. 1, 2, 3, 4 are waiting for counter-attacks or for a chance. And
here is the chance again. Tursunov this time to do it himself. and it ripples across the outside of the netting. And you were talking about that number 10, Japarov. That was a fabulously weighted and measured ball, just flicking it with the outside of the left boot. And I thought for a moment that was in. Well, they are leaving themselves open, Bernd. Urayev, only as far as Halim. Hassan, reverse pass for Abdul.
They need just one goal.
But it's been a while since they've been up this end of the field as well, really creating danger for the new reserve keeper, Timur Urayev. Urayev's ball towards Bakayev. Appeals for the handball. Andreev continues. Up against Monir. Back for Japarov again, who's doing a lot of running, and now he's just coming everywhere looking for the ball, isn't he, Japarov? He's trying to just give his teammates options.
He's absolutely outstanding now in the second half. The whole pace increased now. It was everything controlled during the first half, but now there are emotions, there are enthusiasm.
Ija. Inside for Halim. Hassan, in fact, that's a great pass for Abdul. The flag stayed down. Well, we had half chances at one end. That is a real half chance as well.
Deadly pass. He couldn't control this ball.
Now we see a player in the Jordan side capable of playing that killer pass you love so much, Bernd. Hassan, the number 18. Kapadze. Another reminder for Uzbekistan that this one is not in the bag just yet. Akhmedov for Japarov. Andreev waiting to make the run. Here he comes inside, Andreev. All the way back out to Tosunov. They've got numbers in the middle this time. Japarov is absolutely furious with him as we see Hassan Abdel Fattah. Hassan is approaching the 10-kilometer mark. His heat map is massive because he's just running all over the shop. And he's still full of fight as well. Japarov. Again, it's a lovely little pass. The 1-2 with Kapadze. They know each other so well. Teammates at Paktakor, teammates at Bunyodkor. Until Japarov signed for FC Seoul, they've played the last 9 seasons together. Urayev. Andreev back for Urayev. Urayev still into the area. Monir with his head on it, and Sulaiman clears and gets a knock on the ankle for his trouble as well.
It was a good substitution to bring Andreev for Kasanov. He brings fresh power over the left side, even if Kasanov delivered this fantastic pass following a goal.
Halim. Time running out for Jordan. 3 minutes left. Haydarov going on a charge now. Free kick. Shafi will take it, and he will undoubtedly look long. Abdul is there, Halim as well, Hassan, Amer, Hija, they're all forward. Sulaiman. Dink towards Hassan, touchdown for Amer Deeb and Akhmedov. Oh, he's still full of running as well. Japarov now, Andreev. Kapadze. We're seeing that experience, aren't we? In the center of midfield. Haydarov, Kapadze, and Japarov, as that's a good turn from Bakayev. Bakayev! Denied by Shafi. Japarov. Haydarov, Tosunov's peeling off on the far side. You can hear the encouragement coming from the Uzbeki bench. That was strong from Bakayev.
Tried to chip the ball over the goalkeeper.
Haydarov wins the throw off Amir. Hassan's doing the ball boy duties. Andreev with the long throw. Monir, Baha. And Uzbekistan back in control. Oh, as you say that, Muladinov almost gives it straight back. And that could have been danger. Suleiman concedes the throw. Well, it won't be long before they click over 100 kilometers. Jordan are already there. Good pass, Akhmedov. Bakayev again is in the middle. The cut back for Kapadze. Intelligent pass from Andreev. They were queuing up. And Kapadze just launches it high over the crossbar. Japarov, almost tackled by the referee. Haydarov now. For Andreev again.
Yeah, it seems to be that combinational football beats today counter-attacks. It's not the end of the day, but they look more and more confident, and I have a feeling that's it. But they need only one goal. But Uzbekistan takes control. They are killing the time now till the end, and I think so much possession and so much dominating the match was much more important than the brave Jordanians. Well, a brave team, a surprising team, a fantastic team, well organized. This team has a face, and it was good to see this kind of football during this tournament to make surprises.
Well, they still have 4 minutes left, Bernd. They are nicknamed the brave ones, Al Nashama. They have been brave, and they will need to be for another 4 minutes or so. Japarov.
You're right, Robbie. I'm long enough in this business to know what it means to survive the last 2 or 3 minutes. A corner kick, a deflection, a free kick, or lack of concentration of your defender, and everything can change.
Over 100 passes for Japarov alone in this match.
Outstanding.
It is an incredible total. He's just been so available for his teammates in this second half, but that's an incredible return. 104 passes, and probably about 82 of them completed passes as well. Well, Tosunov thinks he's got a free kick, and he's going to go into the book. Well, perhaps a little communication breakdown. Tosunov pays the price. The second yellow card of the match, the second for a player not going to miss a semi-final if they qualify. Corner.
much time now.
90 seconds left of the 4 minutes originally added on. There might be another minute or so as well for that injury for Japarov. Haydarov, Rakhmedov looking to foul. It's almost like a basketball match now. The Jordanian players swarming around trying to get a foul just to turn things over. The header from Ismailov. Deep, challenged by Haydarov. And now it's Andreev on the charge again. As Sulaiman is quick. Japarov again giving the tempo. He's the metronome for this side. If they play fast, slow, sideways or forward, it's always him that seems to decide. Andreev for Akhmedov. That's a good turn.
The first time libero is everywhere now, Andreev. He's everywhere. He's so fresh.
Akhmedov fouled. Well, there aren't many of them. They're about 300 over on the far side of the pitch, but they're banging their drums, trying to make themselves heard, and as you can see, the Jordan fans have somewhat lost their voices. We're in the 5th minute of stoppage time at the end of this one. Uzbekistan are qualified for the semi-finals of the Asian Cup for the first time in their country's history. After quarter-finals in 2004 and 2007, they have done it. Thanks to a second-half brace from Ulukbek Bakayev. For Al Nashama, the brave ones from Jordan, they bow out despite launching a courageous second-half comeback. Uzbekistan win 2-1.
Disappointing players are down on the ground now from Jordan, but such a brave team. And football, these are not only results, this is even enthusiasm and commitment, and they have shown so many good things during this tournament. Adnan side, they are so disappointed, but they did a great job for their country. And even today, they tried everything to do. Congratulations, fair play, everything. A great match, exciting match. And congratulations to Vadim Abramov, who changed his side, who changed tactic, and he has won this match.
Well, Bashir left more than just his 2 front teeth on this pitch in the first half. He gave it everything, and he needs to be helped up. Heartache and heartbreak. Great performances from Amer Deeb as well, the number 7. The number 18, Hassan Abdul Fattah. But it's Uzbekistan who celebrate with their supporters on the far side of the pitch. They've got a semi-final date now with either Australia or Iraq. And Japan on the other side, already into the semis. They'll take on either Korea or Iran. Well, it's all smiles. Hassanov there with Bakayev. Bakayev, the hero. He must be exhausted. His first start, 2 goals. He missed the quarterfinal 4 years ago through suspension. And I'm sure when he was named in the starting 11 for today, he wasn't going to let that opportunity